them prioritize their busy lives.
So, you know, one of the things that I found is that as a mom,
welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Invite your friends. Hey, Carol, good to see you. This is going to be a quick scope, but it's going to be a great scope. Hey, K Knight is in the house. Good to see you. Marcy, twofer. It's a twofer tonight. Hey, lady, good to see you. Guys, invite your friends, invite anyone you know that might benefit.
To our family.
If you want to know the dollars that you are keeping on the table, you need to be here. Hey, darling, good to see you. I just saw your title.
My jump rope.
I want to sit with it for a minute. Hey, K Knight, good to see you. Tell me your first name. Is it Keisha? I think it's Keisha.
Mia. How about dads? Can dads have one too?
Hey, Estelle, good to see you. Kim Knight, good to see you.
The deal is just be prepared.
I want to sit with it for a second.
You're going to be that day with your family to maximize the day. If you have ever said there are not enough hours in the day, you're going to love my next strategy called blending. Blending is when you are doing.
Anyone snowed in? Anyone else snowed in? I am snowed in.
Yourself. Guys,
I think they're easily 2 feet outside. Snow.
In your life. How are you taking care of yourself while you're taking care of your children?
I have the best girlfriend who's a trainer who created a way in which we literally work out in her garage while our kids play outside. So
yeah, you're snowed in. You're in DC, right? I'm in Maryland. We have about 2 feet of snow.
Over 280
please redo your earlier scope, please.
I think the power
oh no! You know what? Catch the replay. You're in Denver at a conference. Okay, Kim.
You have an opportunity.
Yeah, it was a good one. That was a good one earlier today.
Motherhood. And I firmly believe that moms aren't necessarily looking to balance their work.
I think the replay works.
I think what we want more of is joy.
Did it skip? Did it skip?
Creating opportunities to experience joy on a daily basis in your life is the goal. The next time you and your family need a getaway, try a staycation. What I mean by that is explore in your hometown, play a tour.
We had some connection issues,
exactly
I
what your
think, on
family
that
needs to refuel and
I think the
reconnect,
replay works.
even in the middle of your busy lives. Remember,
yeah, there's some good ones on katch.me, Mia_Redrick. And Mia_Redrick is what you need to search.
But when you're married with kids, that's when the real dating fun should begin.
It sure is. Well, our mom strategist explains why and shares her rules of family dating.
This is something you've probably not thought about, but it's worked.
I did a highlight of what I talked about earlier today on Facebook Live. So if you missed it and you're my friend on Facebook, you can see the recap.
Clients to do is to create a dating
it was pretty
box,
good.
and in that box, you and your husband can put things that you want to enjoy together. Because sometimes we have opportunities to date our partners, but we don't have a whole lot of time.
Patrice is in the house. Hey, Patrice. She's coming from Trinidad. She's got sunshine. We need some of that. Here in Maryland. Patrice, it's about 2 feet of snow. I did take a picture of the snow for you guys on my previous scope today. You want to see how much snow it is? So much.
For Mother's Self-Care, Mia Redrick. Mia, thank you so much. Stand up, please. Pleasure.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine.
You did help them with some tips, but what
guys, invite your friends. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. If there's anyone that you think can benefit, they're leaving dollars on the table, they need to be in the house, invite them.
So drop everything and read. Drop everything and read. It will allow the kids to see mom and dad having some downtime, and it becomes part of the family culture.
Hey, darling, good to see you.
So what about the fact that she has no time for herself? She sits in her car and listens to the radio and lies to her husband about where she is, just so she can have a moment to breathe.
So what we talked about was them giving one another permission without guilt and supporting that time and understanding you need that when you have 2 young children. They're a couple that wants to be together. They don't want to be apart. And so you can see that
Coach Naima is in the house. Good to see you. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for sharing with your friends. We are going to get started. It's a great topic. I'm going to keep it quick.
Because
What's
I love my husband, and we all forget why we got married.
Hey, darling, I am wonderful. I'm snowed in, but I'm good. We're good. These are my people. All right. See, I'm getting better with the flipping of the camera. Wait a minute. My lens, 1 second, guys. Is that better? That's better. Hey there, guys. It's Mia Redrick here, the mom strategist. I'm excited because we are totally snowed in, actually. There's easily 2 feet of snow outside. I let everybody take a look earlier today and on my previous scope. So if you missed it, you need to just check out the scope the first couple of minutes after my intro, after my real play. You get an opportunity to see how much snow there really is. Patrice, you got to see it. It's unbelievable. We have a blizzard. Okay, that's right. That's right. But it's great because we get to be here as a family and hang out together. And, you know, oh my, it's a lot of snow. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I did a scope earlier today, and let me see if I can tell you guys what it was about. It was really good too. Let me tell you what it was about. 1 second. I forgot. Oh, the reasons why you're stuck in your business. Ooh, it was a good one. It was a good one. And it was my previous scope. So if you missed it, you need to catch it. I will be cooking all day and loving it, right? You know what? I'm going to make soup tomorrow. This morning I made chicken and waffles for my family. Yeah. And I made turkey today. And I made turkey and broccoli, chicken and broccoli and potatoes. That's what I made today. But tomorrow I'm making a turkey soup. So that's why I wanted to make a turkey today so I can make turkey soup tomorrow, okay? So I will have to catch the previous scopes. Coach Naima, they were really great, okay? So I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist. I support moms with life and business success. You guys can always check me out at miaredrick.com, miaredrick.com, and sign up for my newsletter in case Periscope crashes today and tomorrow. Are we going to be able to stay in touch? Come on, guys. You got to sign up for my newsletter so we can stay in touch always, okay? miaredrick.com. Catch.me is where you can catch any of my previous scopes. There are over 150 there. They're all really content rich. I'm not going to waste your time. I promise you. I'm never going to waste your time. I'm going to give you great and amazing content. Thank you so much for putting that there, Carol. Now, tonight I thought what I want to talk about tonight is a topic that's near and dear to me, right? Near and dear to me, which is like the dollars that you might be leaving on the table. You know, don't you want to talk about the dollars you might be leaving on the table? Because if you're an entrepreneur, you likely are leaving dollars on the table. And I know you want to know what that's all about. And that's what I want to share with you. Now, if you don't know me, let me introduce myself. It's nice to virtually meet you. I'm Mia Redrick, okay? I'm a mom strategist. I've coached over 400 clients. 112 of my clients are authors. Half of them are #1 Amazon bestsellers. Now, what I like to do is support my clients in monetizing themselves, like building the brands of themselves, positioning themselves as an expert, monetizing their gifts with content, and being able to do that, building a business from the comfort of their home. I'm really passionate about that because that's what I did. That's what I did when I built my business 13 years ago. I decided to combine my background as a trainer and my love of motherhood into a business, right? And I became a mom coach, right? When mom coaching, nobody knew what it was. And I decided to monetize myself, my own brand. And that thought has taken me from my head to Hollywood. Literally, I was signed as talent for a nationally syndicated and Emmy-nominated show, America Now. Shot about 28 segments with them nationwide. I've shot on several national television shows. But in addition to that, I've worked with national brands, including Panera Bread Corporation, Great Harvest Bread Company, a lot of hotels, the Marriott Courtyard, Hyatt Regency. And what I like to do is to position my content and to be able to make money from it passively from the comfort of my home. Now, if you are a mom, what you're going to love about what I talk about is the fact that you know, a lot of times what we're taught is that in order for you to be able to monetize your gifts, you've got to leave your home, right? But what I've been able to do is build a multiple six-figure business from the comfort of my home, right? To monetize what I know through continuity programs or using my content, ebooks, and things like that to be able to sell those things passively or while I'm sleeping to be able to make money. And if you're into that, I'm going to teach you that. Now, here's the coolest part that I always promise you, right? Which is like zero hype and like always the truth and the facts. Julia is in the house and always the facts. Anything that I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be able to show you. So anything that I teach, I also show you that it's real because that's important and you should know that that's it. Pat is in the house. Let me just tell you how incredibly proud I am of Pat tonight. She did her first scope. Hey, Miracle E Online BK, you guys need to follow her. She did her very first scope tonight. She promised last night that she would do it, and she did an amazing job. So I just want to give her shout outs. Like, I love clients that just take the leap and that do the dang thing. I also have a client on the here tonight, what is it? Pure Solutions. And you guys need to check her out, Marcy. She does HRPR. And hey, I have Nikita B is in the house. I have another client here tonight. And she is like the bomb, right? She's a comedian and she helps people monetize their gifts who are creative. So you guys need to check her out. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready to get started? Absolutely. I totally love what you're up to, what you guys are up to. It's just good and amazing stuff. And if I've forgotten you, Patrice, my client, you guys need to check Patrice out. Patrice and I are hosting an event in Trinidad in March 19th. You should come. March 19th in Trinidad. It's a Time for Mommy retreat on March the 19th. You guys need to check it out. Patrice, you need to put the link here so that people can see and they can follow the website right there. Okay. I'm going to get started with the call. I'm going to keep it quick. Yes, we are. I would love to have you all. Absolutely. Okay. Hey there. Oh, No Better TV is in the house. Nikita did rock it. She did. Trinidad, love me. You love some Trinidad. You need to be there. You want some roti? Roti. Is it roti? Okay, I don't know. I haven't had it. Okay, anyway, I'm sure it's yummy. Anyway, I'm going to get started. Tonight we're going to be talking about the dollars that you're leaving on the table. Roti. Got it. Roti. Got it. Okay, thank you so much, Patrice. All right. The dollars you're leaving on the table. And the fact of the matter is, if you're an entrepreneur, at some point you realize that you're leaving money on the table. And I thought, I'm snowed in. So let's just talk about some real topics that you saw. Do I work Periscope, right? Wiki. Okay. like working, anyway, don't get me started. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're an entrepreneur, likely you are leaving money on the table. And I thought tonight I'm snowed in. So let me talk about some of the reasons that you might be leaving money on the table. Number one, and these are not in any chronological order, but number one is that your gifts are not used, okay? So if you're leaving money on a table, it's because you have gifts. Like, you have incredible talents. Yeah, you have great talent, right? And you have gifts. And sometimes we take our gifts for granted, or sometimes we're afraid of our gifts, and we don't monetize those gifts. And if you're doing that, you're leaving money on the table, okay? Your gifts aren't being used, right? You aren't using them because maybe you're afraid of them, right? Because you got to really show up. Or maybe you haven't acknowledged them. You're taking them for granted. That's what I see a lot, because I work with a lot of coaching clients, and they're talented people who take for granted the things that they know. And when you understand that the things that you know, that other people want to know what you know, you can monetize those things. Do you understand that? Okay. And so if you aren't monetizing what you know, I believe every single person can do it. Oh, Tawana Brown Smith is in the house. So crazy. Periscope has you listed as being located in, am I in Africa? I might be, because all of the snow out here, everybody's confused. I am in Maryland. I am in Maryland, let me just say, and we've got so much snow, I feel like I'm in Antarctica, okay? So maybe that's what Periscope meant. But tonight we're talking about the dollars that you might be leaving on the table. And one of the ways that you leave dollars on the table is that you are not using your gifts. You're not using your talents. You're not owning them. And in order to be able to monetize your gifts, you have to own your gifts, right? You have to recognize that they are gifts. You cannot take them for granted. You got to understand that what people want to know what you know, and that people will pay you for what you know. I meet people all the time that they are called the free. They're like called the free teachers, right? You know what I mean? And I don't have anything against people who decide to share whatever they know with people who they choose. However, I do have a challenge with people who never ever transition their gifts to monetize them because they're afraid to ask for what they're worth. Hear me? I know, I might have stepped on your toes, but what I'm telling you is that what you know you're taking for granted and people will pay you for it. And if you're doing that, you need to stop that. That's what you're doing. You're leaving dollars that are on the table. That could be your business. Like maybe people want to know what it is that you do. Step by step, what is your formula? What is your system? Let's not take it for granted. When you look at what people are selling today, people are selling what they know. And see, I take this, like for me, I like to break down for myself what I do to create a result. Like I literally write it down. I'll put it on a Post-it card. I'll write it down for myself so that I can break it down for someone else to support them through their journey. And what I know, and over the years, people have paid me, not for what I can do. They pay me for what I know. I share what I know. See, because I know if you know what I know, you can do what I do. And the same is true with your gifts. You got to understand that. And if you aren't breaking down what you know for other people in a really simple way, you can never monetize it. Just saying. All right. Very easy, very simple to do. Number two is that your products are undervalued. And if you find that you're leaving dollars on the table, it's likely because you're undervaluing what you're offering. Like maybe you have products and services, but because your self-belief is so low, you are selling yourself. You're like constantly at a discount. You're forever on sale. And therefore, it makes it very difficult for you to get ahead in your business because you aren't selling your products ever at their full value. You're never at premium. You're always on discount. All right. And if you're doing that, you're leaving your dollars on the table. I'm just saying. Are anybody guilty? If you're guilty of that, say, I'm guilty. I'm guilty, Mia. Who's guilty of that? Say, I'm guilty, Mia. I know a lot of you guys are guilty because it's one of those things that I hear I hear it all the time. And the reason that we do it is because we think that we're going to be rejected. So what we do is we lower the prices so that we don't get any rejection. But the whole problem with that is that you can't create sustainability when there's not real profit. See, if you don't meet your cost in your business, or you become resentful of the clients that say yes to you because why? Because you've undervalued your products, right? And you don't ever want to do that. And if you do that, yeah, you're guilty, right? Then you get frustrated and then you feel taken for granted. Then you can't cover your expenses or stay in business. And why? Because you have undervalued your products. And because of that, you have left dollars on the table. And it's true for so many entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs do it in the beginning. If you're struggling with that, you need to get around someone that will kick your butt and challenge you. I'm preaching, that will challenge you to change that. Okay? It's self-imposed sabotage as well as financial loss. Absolutely. Then the door closes, right? Wow. Like, it closes, right? You close the door, right? You close the door. Your clients didn't set the prices. You set the prices, all right? You opened the store for a price that was never worth, for a product that was valued at a great value, but you didn't tell anybody what it was worth. You said it was worth 2 cents and your clients believed you. And as a result of that, they didn't trust you, okay? Number 3, your programs aren't packaged properly. So if you're leaving dollars on the table, likely the programs that you already have, the packages that you have, they're not packaged properly to fully value what you offer and maybe to support your clients. So I meet people sometimes, I'll give you an example. They might be a coach, they might be a mentor in some way, and they might say, your programs aren't packaged properly. So they'll set up a program where they'll just speak to a client one-to-one. Or they'll give the client an e-course and say this is what they wanted. But are you kidding me? Like the client needs more than that. They need more support. So if you don't create a package that fully supports your client, you know what? You're leaving dollars on the table. You put them in a 4-week course and they really need a 1-year program. So you got to really be thinking about your clients and you need to really be thinking about how you can fully support them. And sometimes we say, I'll do a 4-week, a 6-week, an 8-week program because you believe that at that price point, they're going to say yes to you. But that's not how to do it. What you really want to do is provide them a program that is going to fully support their needs and their growth. Okay, not what you think they're going to say yes to because you're afraid that if you offer something bigger, that they're going to say no to that. Your package must fit your client for full support. Absolutely. C, service is the true product. And if you're not servicing your client by providing them completely what they need, you're leaving dollars on the table. I told you guys, I don't do 4-week coaching programs. I don't do it. I don't do 2 months coaching programs. I've coached over 400 clients, and I'm going to tell you what I know for sure. Sure, people want to sign up for one class. Absolutely they do. But at the end of the day, people that work with me, they need more than that. If you don't have, aren't you awesome? If you don't have me as your coach, you need to hire me ASAP. Booyah! And it's bad for business. Absolutely. I don't work with people who want to work with me for 1 month because I know you have other questions. So if I tell you that I can support you fully and it's just 1 month, are you kidding me? It's not really true. And a lot of us, we fall for that because, we look at our bank account and we say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You need to think about the full solution for your business and you need to make an investment based on that. That's just what I'm saying. And that's what I'm telling you right now. And if you're leaving dollars on the table, it's because you aren't packaging your programs properly. I'm just breaking it down. I'm just telling you what it is at the end of the day. So many people are chasing that $97 sale for 100 people in a $97 sale. Okay, what do you make? You make what, $10,000 from that? But maybe there's more on the table than that, right? Maybe there's $100,000 on that if you offer a program that's $100 a month. So just think about it. You just got to think about it, right? Okay, all right. The next way that you're leaving dollars on the table, is that your ideas are not protected. And sometimes people don't know what they don't know. Questions will come up later. Absolutely. That's why I think it's so important to make sure that you check out your coaches. People need to answer your questions. We can't count others' money for them, right? You can't count somebody else's money for them. Absolutely. All right. So if your ideas are not protected, your ideas are like one of your greatest assets, right? And I meet people all the time. They just sling their ideas around. They don't protect their ideas. No trademarks, no registrations, no copyrights, none of it. They're just operating in their genius zone and just saying, hey, take my idea, take this idea, take that idea, okay? So what you need to be thinking about is protecting your ideas. If you got a great idea, intellectual property, you need to build your business like a big business. Do you think Coke would have built Coke without registering the name Coke or trademarking Coke and their symbol? Do you think that they would, their symbol is their mark, right? Do you think they would do business like that? And I meet so many entrepreneurs who do business like that. Like they don't register who they are. You got to be clear about this. If you're leaving dollars on the table, you are the business, right? Registrations and trademarks is where it's at. And if you are not doing business, registrations, trademarks, copyrights, your marks, are they protected? If not, you're leaving dollars on the table. I know of a story of this entrepreneur, great entrepreneur, and she didn't understand that, right? Like she had a company that she decided to work under somebody else's name. The name was already registered. She didn't check any of it out. Ended up getting sued for millions of dollars because she had this skincare line that ended up getting sued by these other people who had actually registered their name. So you got to make sure that the brands that you're working under, that they are registered trademark names, they're secure to you. The other thing you need to make sure before you're doing business that you're not working under somebody else's name. All of my marks, the Mom Strategist is a registered mark. The Mom's Academy is a registered mark. Time for Mommy is a registered mark, right? Why? My company is a registered mark. Why? Because you have to do business like a big business. And if you're not doing that, you're not prepared to do business properly and you're leaving dollars on the table. Anybody hear me? Say, I hear you, Mia. I hear you, Mia. I'm feeling the urge, just confused as to how I'm praying. Okay. Just hang in there. Just stay around, Julia, and it'll all become clear. It'll all become clear. Okay. This keeps you clear and legal. You have to do business like a big business. I hear you, Mia. Okay. Perfect. All right. The next thing and the next way that you're leaving dollars on the table is that, oh, this is so tough, right? Is that your pitches, during your pitches, when you're pitching for business, you are not asking for what you are worth. I'm sorry. I had to call you out. Like, I had to call you out because I know you're not. I know that you are pitching to brands, right? You're pitching for business and you aren't asking for what you are worth. And why are you not doing that? You're leaving dollars on the table because you want someone to say yes to you. Okay, you got to say it, right? I just said it, right? At the end of the day, you're pitching for business, but you are afraid to ask for what you're worth. And as a result of that, you're leaving dollars on the table. You're leaving dollars on the table. And what you're doing is you're teaching whoever you're doing business with how to treat you. You need to go for it. You need to ask for it. You need to ask for what you want. And that's whether it is working with a brand or whether it's working with a media outlet. That might be even who you're deciding to partner with. Ask for what you want. And then you won't ever have to go back and renegotiate a deal that you created for yourself because you didn't believe in yourself enough to ask for what you really wanted. Did somebody hear me on that one? Okay. There's so many people that are asking for deals that they don't want. Right. And then you get yourself in a box. OK, it might even be a deal that you create with a customer, affiliate partner. Come on. Ask for what you want. OK, if you're pitching, think about what's in it for the client. Absolutely. What's in it for you and your business? You're in business. And some of us are not swinging big when it comes to pitching. We're asking for small. You might even have a big opportunity in front of you, but you only take the crumbs. You know what I'm talking about. You need to ask for the big. If you want to be a producer, ask for that role. If you want to, if you want more money, ask for that. Okay? But don't go into any deal pitching and swinging low. Swing for the fence. Okay? Swing big, show up for yourself. No one else will. And that is how we leave money on the table. I see it all the time. I talk to clients. I was like, what would make you ask for that? Why are you on discount constantly? How come everybody gets you on sale? What is that all about? And you got to understand, one of my clients, Lisa Lauder, always says is that the first sale is you. Okay? The first sale is you. If you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it. It's just simple as that. So leaving dollars on the table is so important, so true. We sell ourselves short. We do because we're afraid, because we've never done it before, or we believe that we're new. We believe that someone will never pay us what we're worth. And I can tell you that none of it's real. It's all an illusion. I'll never forget it. When I got my very first partnership, I was pretty new. I was pretty new in business, and I had a great product, and I believed in my product, and I pitched to a national brand. You are worth it. Boom. Okay. I pitched to a national brand, the VP of marketing to be exact. And it was so cool when she called me back within days, and I ended up getting a partnership. My very first pitch, I ended up getting a partnership with that company. Why? Because I believed in myself. I asked for what I wanted. Harriet Gibbs is in the house. Good to see you. We're talking, Harriet, about the dollars that we leave on the table. The dollars that we leave on the table. Why? Because at times we don't believe we deserve it. We know what we want. Hey, Harriet, we know what we want, but we're afraid sometimes to ask for it. We're afraid to change, to go for it. And sometimes, quite frankly, we leave dollars on the table because we are advising ourselves. And I have to be honest with you guys about it, because for me, a couple of times I had to hire people that helped me structure great deals. We need to go out on the ledge and be brave. You need to be bold and do the dang thing, okay, and stop making excuses about why somebody will say no. What you got to understand is that sometimes in the negotiation process, people are going to say no. And just because they say no to your first deal doesn't mean that the deal is done. It means that it's no, like we don't want to do that. But there might be opportunity to renegotiate higher than where you were going to start. You know what? When people say yes to you in like 2 seconds, you're way under the table. And so many of you guys are selling yourself short. You're selling your services short. Your family isn't benefited as a result of it. You aren't benefited. You can't even cover your costs because you're leaving dollars on the table. And I need you to stop doing that in 2016, right? I need you to stop doing that in 2016. Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay. All right. So remember to write, and then tap, 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 write, and tap, tap, tap. I think I'm pretty close tonight to 600,000, hitting 600,000 hearts. And my goal is to get to 1 million. Catch a replay for this. And earlier today, catch me on Mia_Redrick. Yeah, you guys need to catch me earlier today, because earlier today I was really on fire, and I was talking about, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I need to click it, and I'll tell you in a minute. What I was talking about. It was really good too. I'm at 592. I'm 8,000 away from 600,000, guys. This is so cool and so exciting. Okay, today, listen, I talked about, this was so good. This scope was like amazing. Maybe I'll do the recap for you guys. Let me see if I can grab my notes 1 second. The reason why you're stuck, right? The reason why you're stuck. And let me see if I can grab it real quick, because it was so good. People really loved it. Okay, wait a minute. I think I have it. 1 second. So you know I like to talk freestyle, right? So I like to give myself, okay, let me give you guys the highlights, okay? Were there any questions with the scope that the topic I just gave you guys? Because it was really good. And then I'll give you the highlights from today, because it was really good. So any questions from anything I said? The money you're leaving on the table, do you guys agree that this is what it is and you're willing to change that? I need you to change that for this upcoming year, okay? And you guys are, Charlita Speaks is in the house. You guys agree to do that, right? Okay, for those of you who are just joining me, I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist, and I'm snowbound today. I am snowbound, okay? No questions. I'm changing as we speak. Absolutely, I agree, and I will surely change. Okay, a deal is a deal is a deal. Okay, up top. Boom. All right. So I am going to shift gears. I want to give you guys the highlight of my scope from earlier today, if you missed it, because I believe it was skipping a lot today, and I have my notes here, so I want to just bring this here. Okay, so let me just break this down. Now, this was a good scope, but it was a tough scope. So let me just tell you, it was tough. Okay, it was tough. All right. Number one, the topic was the reason why you're stuck in your business. The reason why you're stuck in your business, and I broke it down. It wasn't. It's kind, it's loving, but it's tough. Okay, your toes are sore. Okay. Number one. The reason why you're stuck is because you network with people who make you comfortable. You are looking to hang around people that make you feel good. So you're looking around hang out with people who stroke your ego, who tell you you're all right, you're okay. You need to get around people who stretch you, who you actually are the dumbest person in the room, because you're not dumb, right? It is on catch. It is on catch. It kept skipping today, so I'm not sure what the quality of the video is, okay? So you need to get around people who know more than you know, who have what you need. And you need to stop tripping about being around people who you feel like they are, they all that. Call me on the carpet. I always appreciate it. Yeah, you need to get around those people. You need to learn what they know. And you need to do whatever it takes for you to get in the space and the mindset to learn from people who are in a position you're not. And you got to get over yourself. And it's just simple as that. And the reason why you're stuck is if you don't get around people like that, and you keep hanging around with people who you know what they know, you're the smartest person, you're not growing. You're not growing. And I'm telling you, this is the truth. I'm telling you in love. Number two is you want something for nothing. You want something for nothing. You want something for nothing. That means, right, you want something for nothing. And it doesn't work like that. You can't expect people to invest and sow in your dreams and you not be willing to pay them a cent for their time and their energy. Give me a break. I have never, ever, my coach, I've been with her for many years. Throughout the years, off and on, I would never ask her for a solution, ask her to solve any issue in my life or business, and not pay her for it. It comes back. So if you're struggling in your business, it's because you are not an investor. It's because you don't know how to write checks. And if you want people to write checks to you, you need to write checks to them. And I'm not telling you that so you can pay me, although I like it. I'm telling you because that's the way it goes. You want something for nothing, you get nothing. At the end of the day, you get what's free. No one's going to have a vested interest in your future, in your success, if you are vested. I'm just saying. And I am breaking it down. I'm trying to say it as nicely as I can because I've said it like 100 times, but I want people to get this. Number three, the reason you're stuck in your business is because you do not implement the things that you know and learn. Just open your bank account in order to receive a deposit in your account. Absolutely, Pat. So the reason that you're stuck is because you don't implement what you've learned. You hear all this great stuff. You've gone to training, coaching, you've got mentors, people that have told you great things. You don't do it. You don't run the place. You make excuses, right? You act like you don't hear. You got selective hearing, whatever it is. You waste everybody's time, your money, their time, and resources. Why? Because you won't implement. And the reason you're stuck is not because you can't do it. It's because you won't run the place. And let's be clear about it. It's okay to heart. See, I'm just going to break it down. I'm going to keep it true. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know. Because if you are not doing this, that's why you're stuck. People say, I want to find my purpose. You want to find your purpose? Run the place. You want to find your purpose? Run the place. Okay? You don't have to find something new to do. Do the thing that you were supposed to do. Just saying. Okay. All right. Number 4, the reason why you're stuck in your business is because you're small-minded. Small-minded. And I'm just breaking it down. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to hurt. I'm just trying to love, really, with some truth. You're small-minded. And small-mindedness means that you think small, you talk small, you want to hang out with people who think small. Maybe you're hanging with people that gossip. They don't talk about ideas. They talk about people. Okay? And let's be clear about this. If you are stuck, it is because of the conversations you are having. Are you having high-level conversations? Are you hanging out with people? Yes, sad. Are you hanging out with people that have an elevated mindset that stretch you? Okay? If you are small-minded, it's why you're stuck. Because if you don't think big, right, you don't ask for big things in your life. You don't even believe it's possible for yourself. You don't speak that way to the people that you interact. You're not magnetic. Who wants to hang out with people like that? You need to be with those next level people. And if you are stuck, it is likely one of those reasons. Let me recap. Number 1, you're networking with people that make you uncomfortable, right? You don't want to network with people that make you uncomfortable. Business Church is happening. It is in session. That's right, Pat. It's in session right now. Pass the plate. Number 2, you want something for nothing. You want something for nothing. You want the secrets to success, and yet, what you want for that? You want somebody to show up every Friday night for you? What? Are you serious? Come on, give me a break. Number 3, you don't implement what you are learning. Come on, you got to run the place. If you know what to do, do it. That's one of the greatest things you can do when I'm working with my clients and I see them, apply what they've learned. It's a great thing. Run the place. Number 4, small-mindedness will get you nowhere. If you talk small, you think small. If you think small about yourself, you think small about other people, you draw small things to you. That is one of the reasons that you're stuck. I'm just saying. Okay? Next is, oh my goodness gracious. Guys, I'm so sorry, but this is so true. You disrespect people when you haven't done what it takes. Now, you know what I'm talking about. All right. I know it's getting quiet. Yes, implementation is very rewarding to all. Absolutely, Pat. You disrespect people when you haven't done what it takes. I'm going to tell you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It means that someone has you call them up. You've got a pitch. You got something big. And they lay it out for you. They lay it out for you. They tell you what to do. They tell you how to do it. They tell you why to do it. They set it up. And then you do the thing and you create success, right? But because you won't pull the trigger and ask for money, you say it doesn't work. You don't say thank you. You don't say please. You don't write testimonials. You haven't done what it takes to create the results, and you blame other people because you haven't done it. I'm just telling you what it could look like. I'm going to tell you, I had a great example of that for me was I was learning to swim. And it was a struggle for me, honestly. I was an adult swimmer. You have to do the work, right? Like, I was an adult swimmer. I was learning to swim, and I hired this coach, Deb, and my tri-swim coach, and I couldn't swim. Like, I was scared. I was frightened every day when I had to get in that water and swim in the deep water, right? The deep part of the water, frightened out of my mind, okay? And there were times she told me to do things in between. Sometimes I didn't want to do the work. And I can't blame her. Because I wouldn't swim to the other end? Are you kidding? I couldn't blame her. She told me how to breathe. She told me how to tread water. She told me the drills I needed to do. If I didn't do those things, right, and then I showed up at swim, I can't blame her because I didn't do my swim. Are you kidding me? And I meet people all the time. They don't do what it takes, and they want to blame somebody else, saying something doesn't work. Did you do it all? Don't tell me. Okay, don't tell me. All right, I don't want to hear that. Okay, do what it takes. Okay, and stop blaming other people and do what you have to do. Laughing out loud. The truth will make you free. All right, and I'm just saying that you have to take 100% responsibility for your wins and for your losses. And a lot of us are stuck in our lives because we haven't done the work, and we want to blame other people and say this didn't work or that didn't work or she didn't tell me. She told you you didn't do it all. Okay, you got to take responsibility. All right, next is your poor people skills, right? I'm saying that one of the reasons that you're stuck is because if you're running a business, you got poor people skills, right? People don't like you. All right, they get sick of you. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that means you can't change that. I'm saying you need to change that. That if you're in business and you are expecting to do business with people, you need to be a nice person. You got to be a nice person. You got to be a kind person. You need to be a thoughtful person. You need to be a considerate person. You need to be a person that cares about someone else's well-being. Okay? And if you don't understand that, that is why you are stuck in your business. And if no one has told you that, if no one has told you that you are jerk to people, that's why you're stuck. Because you got to work on you. And I always recommend How to Win Friends and Influence People. I don't believe everybody is a jerk, but we have all met people who don't do what they need to do. I don't know why that was so hilarious to me. They sick of you. They're tired of you, okay? I mean, you don't understand. Some people don't have mirrors. They don't take a look and look inside and see how you're coming across. You need to know how you're coming across. Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Yeah, no. Why are you stuck? Because I'm breaking it down. Because you know what? We all have been in the room with people who behave in a way and you think, you know what? You are acting foolish and no one likes you, but no one has told you. So since I'm not talking to any of you guys, I'm just breaking it down in general. I'm saying the reason why people get stuck in their business is because of their people skills. They don't have people skills. They need to work on people skills. If you're going to be in business and dealing with people, guess what? You need to figure that out, okay? And you need to be working on yourself at every day because you're going to be dealing with your customers. And you know what? Customers sometimes they don't have personal growth. Sometimes you got to work with them. You got to meet them where they are. All right. And that means that you need to be working on who you are so that you can show up powerfully for them when they can't do that. All right. You got to have some elevated skills so that you don't want to tell folks off. You hit that on the nail. Customers are people. They're people. And if you don't have people skills, people are not going to be attracted to you. I don't care how cute you are or how beat your hair, your makeup is, or how great your haircut is. You got to be a nice person. You got to be, there's got to be something about you that's magnetic to make people want to stay with you long term. And if you struggle, let me say this other side of this thing. If your people skills extend, meaning you can't be around people who are successful or girl, yes, I am fanning myself. If you can't be around other people who are creating success, you're jealous of their success, you're envious of their success, or you feel like in some way when you're around people who have achieved a certain thing that they're acting like they think they're all that. They're not acting like that. You thinking like all of that, and you need to work on yourself so that you can accept and be around people who can accomplish certain things in their lives. You got to get on your people skills. You got to work on that. You got to understand that. And the reason you're stuck is because you can only go right here. You don't want to deal with people that are right here. And then you got to understand that's a mindset. That's not those people. The successful are showing you it is possible. We all are successful, but you got to work through some people skills. See, people have limitations on where they want other people to go. So you know how it is. Like somebody will see you and they like you like on the playground, but if they see you on the stage, they can't handle the truth. All right. I'm just saying. And that's how it is. And if that is you, what you got to understand, you got to work on your people skills. You need to work on your mindset. You need to understand that if you want to attract amazing people, you need to be amazing. All right. You need to be able to believe amazing things about people. You attract what you are. Next is the next reason why you might be stuck in your business is that you expect people to give you things you don't deserve. Now, you are expecting people to give you things you do not deserve. Come on. All right. I'm going to tell you what it looks like. All right. That means that, like, you didn't win the award. That means you really weren't that good. And so therefore, no one said you get first place, but you felt you deserved first place. So therefore, you decided that they were wrong. It doesn't work like that. You do the work. All right. So you expect people to give you things you do not deserve. All right. Maybe you didn't pay for those things. Maybe you didn't earn those things. And the reason why you are stuck in your business, you want the trophy. You didn't do the work. You didn't come to the practice. You didn't do what you needed to do. See, you didn't get up early. You didn't stay up late. Instead, you need to work harder. And I think that in this day and time, I've never seen a time where people they tell me things like this. This is what I hear from people. Oh my goodness, all the time. They're like, I'm in business and I need to make money, Mia, in the next 30 days. Well, what are you willing to do to make the money you want to make? That's what I want to know. See, because it's not the money you want to make. It's what are you willing to do? See, are you going to bed on time? See, are you how many calls you willing to make? See, that's what I want to know. I want to know what's the work behind what you want. What are you willing to do to get what you want? Don't tell me the return that you want. Tell me the effort that you're willing to expend to get what you want. I'm just going to break it down. See, are you willing to make the calls until you get the sale? Or hustle plus grind 24/7, no sleep? Are you willing to do that? Because if you're not willing to do that, don't ask me for a magic pill. All right. Some people say to me things like this, guys. It's like, I'm going to do this business. I'm going to give this business like 4 months and then I'll like see how it goes. Quit today. All right. So what I'm telling you is that there is no guarantee. There are no guarantees. So when you have a dream that's buried deep inside of you and it's something you want to do, it doesn't have an expiration date as if you are expected to do their work for them. I'm not doing the heavy lifting. You got to do the work. I get that from clients too, laughing out loud. What you got to understand is that you need to do the work. And if you're not in it to win it, maybe you need to find something else you need to do. See, when I got started in business, I'm in mom coaching business when nobody knew what mom coaching was. And there were no guarantees. I had to write my checks. Do you understand? I was willing to do whatever I needed to do. And I don't say that from a place of arrogance or being braggadocious. I say, I cannot even imagine saying in the next 3 months, if I don't do this, then I'm out. Quit today. That's what I say. Because you're in it for the wrong reasons, okay? I don't know why it's freezing, Pat. Probably the snow. See, I like living in Antarctica right now. I'm in Antarctica right now, Pat, because we've got a lot of snow outside, okay? And so I just want to break that down. And I'm really just, because I hear that own and stand in your truth, right? I hear that from so many people all the time that they want an instant pill. Or I got another one for you guys. 1 second. Another reason why you might be stuck in your business. Now here's the thing. You guys might drop this. You might drop out here, but I'm just gonna break it down. Another reason that you might be stuck in your business is that you hop from one coach and mentor to another because you're looking for that magic pill. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a big fan of investment. You guys know this. If you've been following me, you know that I believe in self-investment. I've invested in over 19 trainers, teachers, coaches, mentors in the last 13 years. It's something that I absolutely believe in. Most of my clients will have multiple coaches. I highly encourage it. I have had branding coaches, several life coaches, business coaches, sales coaches, speaking coaches. I've had, you name it, I have done it. Okay. I've written a check for all those things. I've never asked anybody for free advice. Never. Okay. Ever. It's not part of my mentality. I just don't get down like that. But here's the thing. You meet people who coach hop. And what I mean by that is they do something for 1 month, it doesn't work, and then they hop to somebody else, and then it doesn't work, and then they hop to somebody else. And what they do is they say, none of this is working. You're not working what you're doing. You're not fully doing the work. And what you need to do is take 100% responsibility for that if that is you. And the reason you're stuck is because you got all this information, but you're not implementing whatever it is. Yes, it's very important. There is no all-in-one coach. Nope. You're in different seasons of your life. Sometimes you need different things. And as a result of that, sometimes you need multiple things in order for you to fine-tune who you are. That's been true for me over the years. And I am so thankful and grateful for my teachers. And I will tell you that that one of the things that I've learned over the years is to honor the people who have taught me. Like I have tremendous respect and admiration for my teachers. I stand on their shoulders. I thank God for them. And I'm going to tell you that sometimes it's taken me years to grow into the information that I learned, but it didn't mean that what they taught me didn't work. It meant that I had to grow. Like I learned in year 2 of my business how to outsource, and I didn't even implement it until year 7. Yeah, honor those who have taught you, right? I learned in year 7 that I wanted to start a ghostwriting service, a done-for-you service in my business, which is actually one of my higher-end programs. I charge $15,000 and $22,000 to ghostwrite clients' books. We've done over 112 books now for clients, right? And I learned it year 2, though. Like I knew what I know how to do now, and what I started doing year 7 in my business, I learned it in my second year business, but I hadn't grown yet personally to be able to implement it. Wow, I wanted to ask a question about that, right? Okay, yeah, ask the question. So I'm just saying that sometimes when you are learning along the way, you know, it's like a bag of tools. Like you'll be accumulating different information, and then one day you'll pull the trigger because you're ready. All right. So sometimes we kind of marinate, and then all the things that we learn, you get to use. And I, you know, just because I learned in year 2 and I didn't use it, didn't make the woman that taught me in year 2 wrong. It meant that, guess what? I wasn't ready. Like I actually wasn't ready. And I'm so grateful for what she taught me, because I've made multiple 6 figures from that one stream in my business that I didn't even know existed. Like I never even heard of it before. So I just want to say that the other reason why you might be stuck in your business is because you're a taker, meaning you're a user. It means that how much did you start off charging ghostwriting? When I first started ghostwriting, I charged, believe it or not, I did small books, about $4,000. I started doing $4,000, started doing them, and they were like $4,000, but I did really, really, really small books. Now we do pretty large books. And I work with, you know, really great exclusive clients who are busy and professional, Charlita. And anyway, and so the books are between $15,000 and $22,000, are 2 tiers that I offer, you know, today. And I'm really proud of my clients. We have over 60-some #1 Amazon bestsellers that I've worked with. Incredible brands, anywhere from PGA golf professionals, high-level business coaches, colonels in the military, to chief of police, pastors, attorneys, you name it, I get to work with. So I love telling great and amazing stories, and then also helping those brands to figure out ways to be able to monetize their message, you know, to be able to get deals with corporate brands or executive coaching, to be able to monetize their gifts in, you know, 5-figure, 6-figure deals. So that's what I'm real excited about. I love doing that. Okay. So one of the reasons why you might be stuck in your business is, I'm just kind of recapping, sort of is small-mindedness. Remember, you disrespect people when you haven't done what you needed to do. You hop from one coach to another, right? Like you're looking for a quick fix. Awesome. A gift I just started tapping into. I was asked to write several books. Thanks. Absolutely. Jazzy Juju B is in the house. Booyah. Okay. You expect people to give you things that you don't deserve. You are not paying for advice or training that will support you with the result that you want. That's the last thing. So I think another reason why you're stuck is that you're not willing to pay for advice for what it is. Hey, darling, good to see you. You don't want to pay for the advice and the training that you want. And you've got to, right? It's the shortcut. It's the only way that I know that works. And it's been really good to me. Like coaching, training, mentorship, it's been really good to me. And I will never, ever tell you guys anything other than that. And that's whether you book somebody for 1 hour or whether you book somebody for, for a year-long coaching program. It's important to know that in order for you guys to realize your dreams for the upcoming year, you need to be working with someone. And, and I always say, hey, you've seen this on some of my other scopes, right? I gotta check out Jazzy Juju B. You value your learning when you're invested. Absolutely. You value your learning when you're investing. It's very, very important. I think when you're choosing your teachers, it's also really important to make sure that the people who are mentoring you have done the things that you want to do. So, for example, what's your MiaRedrick.com, MiaRedrick.com, MIA Redrick.com. One of the things that I will tell you, like I can't even remember who it was who just asked me about book coaching. But let's say you in your book coaching business, right? You say, I wanted to do a ghostwriting service. All right, well, you've never done ghostwriting before. So wouldn't it make sense for you, whether you work with me or not, but wouldn't it make sense for you to work with someone that runs a ghostwriting service that can show you how to structure it, that can show you all the legal documents that you need, that can show you all the best practices so that you can build a profitable ghostwriting business? It's simple. You can do it the easy way. You can do it the hard way. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we get to choose our journey. But I do believe that when I worked with at the time, 10 years ago, she was the second highest profitable coach in the country. Okay, verified by ICF. It changed my life. She built a business from her home and passive income. What did she teach me? She showed me how to do exactly the same thing. And so because of that, I did not build my business running around from one speaking engagement to the next. If you guys don't know my story, you know that my husband was on dialysis 5 years ago. He got a kidney transplant, right? Upfront investments can save wasted money and time for the future. Absolutely. My husband was on dialysis 5 years ago, maybe it was 6 years ago. He got a kidney transplant last year. I was so grateful that I built my business model so that I can do my business right here. I'm in my office right now. I can build my business from the comfort of my home. That's what I did. That's what I like to do. That's what I teach my clients how to do. And so if you're interested in how do you build models so you can build your business like in your pajamas? That was me. That was me in my pajamas at 9 o'clock at night doing my coaching, running my coaching business from the comfort of my home. That's it. The secret's out. I'm just saying. And if you don't know how to do that, the only way you know how to make money is to run from one speaking engagement to the next speaking engagement. You need to learn how. You need to get around people that know how to do that. I know how to do that. That's what I did. I could not do that. My life did not allow me to fly from one place to the other place to do that. And the other coolest thing was that, same here, it is pure freedom. It's pure freedom to be able to build your business from the comfort of your home and to have lifestyle. And what I realized was that when Pat got sick, one of the blessings that we were able to provide him was private physician. So we hired a private physician for my husband so that he could get elevated medical care. I think being an entrepreneur gives you options. We were able to educate our kids. We've invested personally written checks for over $630,000 in private school tuition for our kids to choose where they go to school. I don't say that to say, oh, that's a big deal to impress you. I'm saying that that's what entrepreneurship will do. It will give you options to educate your kids powerfully in a way that you choose, right? Like however you want to. It'll allow you to vacation how you want to. In our case, it allowed us the freedom to be there for my husband. I never had to think one day, when Pat had the surgery, where do I need to be? Where does he need to be? We just need to make sure he gets well, all right? And he could rest and be well and heal in our home. And that was the number one priority for my family. That's what entrepreneurship is. See, everybody's talking about, when they're talking about entrepreneurship, talking about coins and they're talking about making six figures. I don't know anything about that. What I know is that you need a wealth strategy. And a wealth strategy will allow you to be home with your family in a way that gives you freedom. I've been a full-time entrepreneur working from the comfort of my home for the last 10 years, and I'm really proud about that. And I know so many people will benefit from that, and that's why I do these scopes, because I want to see more moms like being able to pick their kids up from school, or being able to take their kids to school, or dating husbands in the middle of the day, because that is my life. And I'm really blessed to say that, and I know it's my responsibility to share that. And after Patrick's surgery, I made a commitment to God. I was like, I am going to tell more people about what this gift has been for us, right? You're a single mom of four, and if I can do it, anyone can. Absolutely, right? So the fact of the matter is, I just said, this is my responsibility to share with other people that you can do this, right? Like, you can do this. And you can, because you can. Now, tonight we've been talking about the reasons why you're stuck in your business, right? Why you might be stuck. It might not be all of these things. Likely it's not. It might be some of these things. But what we want to do is start with truth. And that's really important because I care about you guys and I want you to get great and amazing results this year. I want you to be swinging out of the park for your dreams because you deserve that and your family deserves that also, right? And to me, freedom isn't free, right? There's a price to be paid, and likely it's change. Like, we have to change who we are. We have to change how we think. We got to change who we hang around, right? We got to stop being small-minded. We got to stop backbiting, with people. We got to stop believing that you have to take something in order to get something. You got to give something to get something. You want to get something? Give, right? Add value, and you will see that abundance begins to happen. Glad I got on with my wife. Awesome. Good to see you. Fist bump. Boom, boom. Good to see you. Tell me your name. Tell me your name so that I can address you by name. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist, and I support moms of life and business success. You guys can always sign up for my newsletter list at miaredrick.com, miaredrick.com, or my past scopes at katch.me, katch.me, and just search my name, Mia_Redrick. There are over 150 scopes. What is the accountability network? Okay. Calvin and Brenda are in the house. You know what? I love that it's Calvin and Brenda. So Calvin and Brenda, let me tell you guys this. I'll answer your question in 1 second. My husband and I just celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary on December 29th. 20 years. Okay, I have 3 children, a 17-year-old, 14-year-old, and 10-year-old. Okay, and we just celebrated 20 years. I cannot even imagine. And it doesn't even seem like it's been that long. All right, so I just say you guys can do it. I don't know how many years you've been married, but let me know. I know, isn't that awesome? I'm so blessed. I'm so excited about that and so grateful, for that to be our reality. So I just want to say that. Okay, what is the accountability network? There are two things. All right, one is Core Moms Coaching. So let me tell you guys what it is. Core Moms Coaching has an accountability network, okay, attached to it. So that's what you're talking about. I know. All right, that's because of the snow, Julia. So Core Moms Coaching is a 12-month coaching program that I offer. One component of it is an accountability network where I assign you with accountability partners based on your ambition level and above. People really enjoy that, okay? So it's called the Core Moms CoreMomsCoaching.com. CoreMomsCoaching.com. Congratulations, 31 for us. Awesome. 4 kids in college. Awesome. And 3 are triplets. You know what? Boo! Yeah! Okay, isn't that a blessing? How cool is that? Triplets, you guys are overachievers, right? Like, you're overachievers, like wiki. Okay, like unbelievable. So congratulations to you guys. It's a gift to be married that long. It's a blessing, right? To be married that long. I love it. And so anyway, so it's a 12-month coaching program. So it's a 12-month coaching program where it's 1 hour a month. I talk about a business subject, like how to create a product, how to create a product, how to monetize your product, how to position yourself as an expert, how to pitch your products to brands or to the media, how to use social media to market your business, how to sell without selling. So it's literally a business curriculum. You both are the real MVPs. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they are. And then there's also a 1 hour life curriculum where we talk about things that relate to your life. Because if you're a mom, then I believe your life informs your business, right? 1 hour life systems call, which is like what's draining you, how to set boundaries, how to create systems in your life like insourcing and outsourcing. What resources do you need to bring into your house to make things go smoother? What do you need to send out of your house so that you have less to do? I talk about how to do less well because I believe that a lot of times as moms, what we've been told when we're entrepreneurs as moms is that let's ignore that you're a mom. Like, you got to show up like everybody else. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like in carpool every day for like 3 hours. Like, really? Are you serious? Like, really? We can't ignore the fact that you're a mom. You need systems so you can show up more consistently and powerfully for yourself. All right? And so it's a 1 hour business call each month, a 1 hour life call each month, and a 1 hour open coaching call, which is where you can ask me whatever it is that's going on in your business in a group setting. People love those calls because it's the question you want to ask, but it's also the question you didn't know to ask. that someone else is asking. And so I think you would love it. People love it. It's really, really great. Very, very popular. And then there's you get paired with accountability partners as well. And then what am I missing? Business call, life call, accountability, and a private community. So you also have a private community. It's pretty active, great women, sharp, sharp, sharp. And so you would love, okay? So systems and consistency is what that is. So Core Moms Coaching is where you can see what it is. And what I will tell you is that the program is $4,200 a year, or $350 a month, okay? Or $1,200 for 3 payments, or one payment of $3,000. That's it. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Really simple, very affordable. Then there's another program that I do here on Periscope called the Moms Academy VIP, which is a private group Periscope where I teach a training, but I go deeper. Actually, I get to share the resources, hear what you guys want, and explain how to do it step by step for you to get results in your business. It's called the Moms Academy. The Moms Academy, okay? And so themomsacademy.com, you need to check that out. And when you do, you'll see that each month there is a topic. Also, it might be how to create product, how to monetize your product. And there's some life calls also each month. But there's one call a month, a 60-minute call. I answer your questions. There's a private portal for your, for any questions, and for community, just directly inside the portal. I do answer all questions, so I am directly there. And then also there's some bonus education you also get inside of a private portal. And both Core Moms and the Moms Academy, there is a private portal where you get access to some curriculum information that's just automatically downloaded. So everything that I teach, I record, you have access to it. There's a library of tons of information. So I think I answered your questions. Now, the Moms Academy is $117 a month. It is a 1-year commitment. It is a 1-year commitment, so it's $117 a month. Core Moms Coaching, like I said, is $350 a month, or $1,200, or for 3 payments, or $3,000 for the year. And the Moms Academy, you can also do the Moms Academy as a one-pay. I don't remember it by heart. Let me see. It is a 3 payment of $431, or a pay in full of $997. So pretty affordable also. So these are for you if you are, if you're a mom, if you have a business, you believe in self-investment, if you're an author, speaker, coach, you own a business. I own my coaching practice, but I also own a commercial laundry and have for the last 10 years, which is also a mid-sized business. So I have a lot of service-based entrepreneurs as well. All right. And I also invested in real estate. So I work with moms from a lot of different business positions. So that's it. So did I answer your questions? So I know you asked me about the accountability network. Did I answer your questions? You're welcome. Okay. And if you have any questions that I didn't answer, you can email me on my personal email address. And any of you guys can write this down. It's Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. And you can email me if you have any questions. Now, here's the thing. I don't do any free coaching on those if you email me, right? So it's just because you're interested in, one of the services that I mentioned here. Julia, to answer your question, I'll just shoot you a message, okay? But what I will say to you is that one of the things, if you want to work with a ghostwriter, there are tons of ghostwriters that are available through all types of networks. You just need to Google ghostwriters, and you'll see that they're like thousands of ghostwriting services and sites that have specifically, you can look for ghostwriters for the kind of genre of book that you're interested in. And it's really easy. Once you start looking for it, you'll see that they're everywhere. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Are there any other questions for me tonight? Did this support you guys? Did this scope, it was like a double scope, right? Did this scope support you guys tonight? Renee is here. Renee, you're going to have to catch the replay because we're wrapping up, okay? You have a question, okay? What's your question, Pat? Okay, thanks. I was interested in becoming one. So shoot me an email, and then I'll respond to you directly on that. Okay, thank you so much. Absolutely. Okay. Any questions? I know Pat has a question. How to identify a good ghostwriter? That's a great question. I think one of the ways to identify a great ghostwriter is, like, let me give you an example. One of my clients was a golf pro, right? He's a PGA golf professional. And when I wanted to get a ghostwriter for his book, it was important to me, so this is going to help you, Pat, is that one, I wanted to be able to sample the work of the person I was thinking that would write his book, okay? So I wanted to make sure it was a good fit for him, that I liked the way this person wrote. But the other thing I was looking for on my team was someone that played golf. So a lot of times people like to hire ghostwriters just because they can write, but are they specialized in the area that you need them to write, okay? And that's really important. And then also what I'm interested in understanding is what's their turnaround and what are their requirements as it relates to how they want content. Do they prefer audio? Do they prefer to have some written content or any combination of that? Because sometimes you have a little bit of that, right? Sometimes you have written content, and sometimes you've got oral content, and you need all of those to be able to submit to ghostwriters. And not all ghostwriters work from both of those types of platforms. So that's really important to me as well. And then, just getting a perspective on, whatever they're going to charge you, like, what does it include? Does it include soup to nuts, or, do they also include editing or not? And if not, you need to factor that. And then what's their turnaround time-wise? Is it 4 weeks, 6 weeks? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? It can be any of those things, right? And then what are the milestones that they want to be paid by? So do they want to be paid up front? How much? Okay. In thirds, in quarters, what? 6 payments? What is that? And what are the deliverables for those times? So I think that will support you in terms of being able to figure out, how to pick a ghostwriter. But that's one of the things that I like to look at when I'm creating my team. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions before I sign out? Are there any other questions? I've had a great time, sharing with you guys tonight. You're welcome. Oh man, guys, we're like so close. Like, we're so close to 600,000. But you know what? I'm going to let you guys go. And it's been a great scope tonight. And I guess tomorrow we're going to have a 600,000 heart party because we are so close to hitting 600,000. Can you imagine? I think what it could look like is like maybe if like 15 people gave me like 500 hearts, then we could probably hit 600,000 tonight. All right. We could hit 600,000 tonight. Now, if you don't know me, what you need to know is that I'm Lionel Richie's biggest fan. And on my earlier scopes, I always played a Lionel Richie song. And just because of copyright, concerns, I decided not to play a Lionel Richie song, right? I decided not to play a Lionel Richie song. I believe I can play 20 seconds, but I think that's it. In terms of that. So it's just kind of funny. So when you check out any of my earlier scopes, one of the things, you're going to notice is that I always play a Lionel Richie song. All right. L.A. Jacobs is in the house. Should we do it? Should we stay here tonight? Are you guys done with the whole heart thing? Are you guys in? Do you want to hit 600,000 tonight? Or do you we can just do it tomorrow? Like, you guys let me know. You always try to write. I know you do. And I appreciate you. I notice that you always do that. You guys are such great supporters. And, I appreciate that so much. I'm excited, though. But I've had some great scope topics tonight. I'm sure tomorrow, because I'm not going to be able to leave. Where am I going to go? Like, wait till you guys see the previous scope and see how much snow. I'm actually in front of my house. Tonight, let's do it. Okay, you want to do it tonight? Wait till you guys see this previous scope that I did, and you see how much snow is in my front door. I should show you. It is insane, okay? But it's dark, so I don't know if you'll be able to see anything right now. It's insane. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you. You want to see how much snow we have outside? Let me do this. Let me see if I can do it. All right. I'm going to take you guys, all right, to the front of the house. Okay. And you won't believe this. I don't have socks on, so I can't go outside, but it's okay. All right. Wait till... I don't even know what the temperature is. I just know that there's a lot of snow outside. This is insane. I'm going to flip the camera. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, go back out, guys. Can you guys see this? Wait a minute. First of all, let me just tell you, I'm down. This is All right, is this not insane? Can you guys see this? Okay, I just want to show you how much snow there is outside. Is this not wild? All right, can you see the cars? Can you see that my cars are covered? Is this not the wildest thing you have ever seen? Now, I don't know how much snow this is, but I know that this is at least, this is incredible. You can get a picture of it, right? Because it's dark. I know. I know. And the thing is, like, this is actually, this right here is my walkway. And this has actually been shoveled today twice. Something from a novel, right? But it's so pretty, you know, isn't it pretty? But it's absolutely the craziest thing. And so, of course, we didn't think, you didn't get anywhere, you. Okay, yeah, this is what we're dealing with right now. And, you know what? It's all good, right? So, I'm going to flip the camera. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, that was kind of crazy, wind blowing in my face and whatnot. 1 second. Okay. All right. Like the wind is howling out there, okay? Is that not crazy? Isn't that a lot of snow? So it might be 2.5 feet. I don't even know. But I know that my husband and my son actually shoveled twice on the front. I mean, the boys, my daughter was in the back. They shoveled twice today, and that's how much snow is out there. Okay, well, they shoveled the walkway so that the dog could get out because we couldn't even get him in the backyard. I'm in Maryland. Isn't that wild? It's wild. But in West Virginia, my understanding is that they've gotten over 35 inches, right? They got over 35 inches. Where are you guys? Anybody else get snow? Did anyone else get snow? Anyone else? And where are you? Like, anyone else get snow? Am I the only one with snow? Where are you? Okay, you're in Connecticut. Okay, barely. Okay. Where? Tell me what state you're in. Carla, I know Carla doesn't have any snow. She's in California. I need to get on a flight there. Texas. Okay, so it's no snow in Texas. All right. Now, I'm in Maryland, about 40 minutes from D.C., from Washington, D.C. You're in upstate New York, and you guys didn't get that much, Julia? So you guys usually get, you paid your price, though. You guys always get snow up there, okay? No snow, okay? Yeah, nope. We are snowed in. Now, in Baltimore, I'm in Baltimore. So in Baltimore, we're not really great at snow. We got freezing rain and a little snow in North Carolina. Okay, right. Well, that's a lot for you guys because you guys don't, you're like Baltimore. Baltimore, we're not really prepared for snow. And so we closed schools on Friday for the threat of snow. That was yesterday. There was no snow. If we get any, you take pictures, right? We got half of what you got in Connecticut, right? They said it was coming, and a 15-hour power outage. Oh my goodness gracious. That's like crazy, right? That's scary crazy. Anthony Green is in the house. Hey, Anthony, we're talking about snow tonight. So, okay. I just want to thank you guys for your time. I don't even know where we are. Let me check here. 1 second. So you guys said, question. I feel like I come up with so much great content. How do you know which ideas to copyright? That's great. All right. Okay. So here's the thing. Well, I don't copyright everything. Like, so if you have a book or something like that, you might want to copyright it. If you have a name, and trademark, right? If you have a name, a brand name that you're working under, that's it for you. Like, you know, this is what you want to move forward with, and it's free and clear. You've checked it out with, you know, your legal team. Then that's how I decide what I'm going to trademark and register, you know. So that's what I do. So when I'm taking content, I don't copyright everything that I'm writing, but my books I do because, you know, it's important. If it's like a show or something like that you're pitching, in that way you need to work through your IP legal team so that they can submit treatments for you to protect your ideas. I think that's where a lot of amazing people really get screwed because they don't want to invest in the legal team to protect their ideas, you know, so it's really important. Tamara Miles is in the house, but it's really important that if you come up with a great idea, that you also protect that idea by, you know, securing it. Hey, good to see ya. Now I'm trying to stick this little power cord in here. I don't even know how to do this, guys. All right. This is live stream. Hang in there. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. You guys are sliding, and I don't know why. There we go. I think I fixed it. Okay, so I think I answered your question. So let me know if I didn't. Let me know if did I answer your question. Okay, so I would just look at, so your big ideas, come up with your plan. Like, have you written a book that you want to launch? And if so, is it under some brand? Like, one of my programs is called Time for Mommy. And when I launched, that was my book. That was my very first book. And I knew that I wanted to create a movement around that book. And so I wanted to make sure that Time for Mommy was a registered mark. And so before I launched my movement, and that's why I decided to register it, trademark the name. You know what I'm saying? And then I copyrighted the book once I wrote the book to protect it. I thought of writing a book. You should write a book. I think that writing a book is such a great way to be able to position yourself as an expert and get your name out there, and to brand yourself is also a great way to be able to work with brands. Like, I should actually do a whole scope about that. Like, I don't believe that selling your book like one-to-one is the way to go. I think what you want to do is to be selling your book one-to-many. I'm not sure how to get started. Just start writing. Just create an outline and create a editorial calendar, like a schedule for yourself of when you're going to write the chapters. I have a book and a movement that I want to launch this year. Tell me about it, Tamara. Tell me about your book. Tell me about the book you want to launch this year. That's what I do. Okay, I know a lot about it. I've worked with over 112 of my clients are authors, and half of them are #1 bestsellers. Tamara, a lot of them create movements around their books or work with brands, or they monetize their books in different kind of ways. And so the book in and of itself, most people don't make a whole lot of money from the book. But once you position the book to be able to sell it in lots of different ways, you can take a book and position that content to monetize it. You can do some really cool things with it. So that's one of the things that I've always done with my books. All my books, I've worked with brands whenever I've launched my books to be able to sell my books in bulk. So that's what I'm a big fan of. So hopefully that helps you, and good luck to you. So your books are written? Okay. Are there any other questions for me? I thank you guys so much. You're supporting me to get to 600,000 tonight. I'm pretty close. I just have a lot to say. So just break it down. The book is one of 4. It's called Waiting on the Rock for Single Women. I like it. Okay, I like it. Okay, you're going to follow me, okay? And check me out. Sign up for my newsletter list at miaredrick.com. That's on my website, miaredrick.com, okay? I like that, okay? So that sounds like a movement that you could create, right? Like, for women. I'm excited about that. That's pretty cool. It's amazing what you can do with a book. I have some clients. I did a scope about it, actually. You guys need to check it out. Actually, on katch.me, just different things you can do with your book. And I show you, actually, some of my clients. I don't know how many books I share. I might have shared like maybe 12 or 15 of my clients that are authors, their books, and what they've done to be able to monetize their books. So it might give you some ideas there, Tamara. You should check it out at katch.me and just search Mia_Redrick. It's a pretty good scope. It might be like 1 hour or so. And so, you know what? I had somebody ask me recently, they said, Mia, when you do scopes, like, you do all these scopes, like, how is it that you do those? I purchased a lot of books because I love to read. Okay, perfect. They said, why do you do all these scopes, right? And the reason that I like to do great scopes is because Periscope is kind of cool, because I know that you're probably like me. And when I first got started 13 years ago, I had never met a coach. I didn't know any coaches. I didn't know people were hiring life and business coaches. I had no idea what a coach would talk to me about at all. Like at all. Like, I had no idea. I knew about business consultants. I did not know about life and business coaches at all. Best-selling author Kevin L. Tim is here in the house. Booyah! Good to see you, and welcome to the broadcast. I'm so excited you're here. And so one of the reasons that I try to give you guys great and amazing content and put the these videos on catch.me is because I know that some of you want to be able to go and check things out, and you want to maybe check me out. And that's a really great way for you to kind of get used to, me and what I talk about, how I teach, to see if it's a fit for you. And certainly I'd love to work with you if it is a fit. But I work with people who are smart, they're sharp, they believe in self-investment. You're ready to do the dang thing, because I'm ready to do the dang thing. And I'm not into, dragging people uphill. That's like not my thing. It's not my style. It's not the people that I like to work with. So, that's why I do the catch. That's why I do the scopes that I do. And I talk about a lot of different topics, sometimes life topics, sometimes business topics, but I try to keep it 100% real because I want you to come back. And I know that if I give you guys great content, you will. Okay. They're like 3 hearts, okay? So, you know what? Right, and tap, tap, tap. And then right, and then tap, 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 right? So, that's kind of our deal, right? So, that's why I do so many great and amazing scopes for you guys, because I know that if you're like me, I didn't hire my coach until I looked at a whole bunch of stuff. And because I just said, I didn't even know people were doing it. Any of you guys like me? Maybe a lot of you guys already know coaches. Do you know coaches? Maybe you're looking at, maybe today it's a lot easier for you to see, what different people are doing. But I didn't know anyone. And because of it, that's why I keep the information up. Not at all, right? So it's so important to be able to go there. You just got on, okay? Perfect. Would you recommend registering the brand trademark before promoting a site, a webinar, a Periscope? It depends on what it is. It depends on the long-term use of the name. So, and it depends on how you want to use it, right? Is this something you're going to be using forever and ever and ever and ever? And this is a movement that you want to fully support, then just contact your legal team and tell them what you want to do. Now, I'm not an attorney, all right? And I don't play one on TV. And I play the mom strategist on TV, but not an attorney ever. So, you need to talk to an IP team. But what I would recommend is that, first just think about how you want to use it, okay? Yeah, think about how you want to use it. Now, if you're going to do a webinar, it's okay to do a webinar and it not be registered. I've done tons of webinars and teleseminars, and not each of those are registered marks. But then if I know that there's a name that I want to use over and over again as part of my brand, then I'm going to register that name, because likely other things are going to come under that. That's how I want to be recognized, in my upcoming movement or my strategy for my business. So that's how I would look at that. And, it's not really expensive either to register your mark. So you have provided great content consistently since I began following you. Your info is valuable. Thank you. I fear that it is not enough info in one book. Then I think I should just start writing another book. I know. You know what? I can relate to what you're saying, because when I was writing my first book, I was writing, and my coach said to me, when are you going to stop? When are you going to stop writing? When are you going to stop writing? You can write another book. Okay, so you just stop and you can write another book, okay? It could be the new book, the new book, right? Yes, I'm a life and business coach. So I'm a life and business coach. I've coached about 400 clients, and over 112 of my clients are authors. Half are #1 Amazon bestsellers, right? Right? You just keep going, and you can write another book, okay? Let's get this book to market so people can read it, and then you write another book, okay? And it's funny, though, because it is like a mindset. When you're in it, you're totally in it, and you feel like, you just have to keep writing. You need to say more. But you are enough. It is enough. And you have to stop. If you guys need to reset, that means you have to go out. You have to come back. Yeah, part 2, 2.3. Yeah, absolutely. Right, laughing out loud. I sound like your mom. Maybe your mom and I are sisters. Maybe we just don't know it. We could maybe be sisters from another mother. What's your mother's name? Okay. I'm just teasing you. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist, and I support moms of life and business success. You guys can always check me out at MiaRedrick.com or my past scopes at katch.me, and just search Mia_Redrick. And now what I love to talk about is how to build the brand of you, how to take your content, your ideas, and position yourself as an expert, how to monetize your content. We are so close. We're at 595,000. Are your thumbs sore? Maybe your fingers are sore, right? Because what we're trying to do tonight is support me in my goal to get to 600,000. Guys, I've been on Periscope close to 60 days. I think today is day 59. I think tomorrow's day 60. And so it's pretty incredible. I'm pretty close to 600,000 hearts. I appreciate you guys laughing out loud. That's amazing because I write something, I walk away and think I'm adding more. Laughing out loud, right? Right. Writing is one of those things. It's so deeply personal, but it's more important to get the story out there. You can always edit it, revise it. You can always get more people to, you can always tell another story. So that's what's really cool. You just want to support people with your message. I think it's cool. But you guys, I think you would love my scope where I'm sharing all the different ways that my clients have used their books to be able to make money. Multiple 6-figure deals, 5-figure deals, how they do it. So anyway, I pretty much give it up on that scope. So glad I found you tonight. I'm glad you came, right? So, sometimes I can be kind of fired up. Like right now, I'm kind of mellow fired up. But, we're sewed in. So as you guys know, that's my personal email address. Thank you, Julia. Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. Thank you so much for putting it there. We talked about coremomscoaching.com. Thank you guys. themomsacademy.com, which are two of the coaching programs that I have here. The Sims Photography is in the house. Hey there, good to see you. Fist bump. Boom. Okay, I'm Mia Redrick. I'm just having a good time tonight. We are trying, everybody's just being really patient with me right now because we're trying to get to 600,000. And, and right now I'm answering any questions you guys have that are on the floor. Valencia, she's in the house. Valencia is in the house. Now, Valencia, I think you went to the summit, right? Hey, you're from Chicago. Did you guys get snow? You went to college and your master's, all your English classes, and that wasn't your major. Okay, that's funny. Okay, no, you are the bomb, right? I totally appreciate you guys. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I'm wonderful, but you know what? Is the Hack District? The Hack District's in the house. Hey there. Grandma Glow is in the house. Hey guys, good to see you. We're having fun tonight. Wrapping up the scope, how to use your book to get speaking engagements. That's a good one. I'll answer that. Hey Delee, cover your mouth, take it back. No snow. Look, I wish I could. I'll do this because I just showed everyone a minute ago how much snow I have outside. It's insanity. It's about 2.5 feet of snow. Okay, 2.5 feet of snow. Okay. I think one of the ways, now I've done a lot of speaking engagements and use my book to leverage it to get speaking engagements. And what I do is pull out core topics that I talk about in my book, and then I write a pitch. Wiki, 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 boom, shagalaka, boom. Who's in the house? Who is in the house in the Hack District? Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Isn't that funny? So let me just say that I've just pulled topics right out of my book, and that's what I've used for my speaking topics thank you so much, for my speaking topics to be able to pitch to meeting planners, what I talk about and who I serve, right? Your fingers are cramping, right? You need ice. You need to get some ice, okay? You need to get some ice. All right. So let me just say that. That's what I've done. I've just sent a copy to meeting planners, and then also a list of my topics have been in my book as well. So I just want to thank you guys so much for your support and for the hearts. I love it. Kimberly Hayes is in the house. Fist bump. Boom. It's nice to see you. I'm Mia Redrick, and we haven't met before, Kimberly, but tonight actually, it's snowing outside. So we are waking up at 10 o'clock around here. And because of that, I'm up at midnight because where am I going tomorrow? Who can drive? Okay, you can't drive. There's no driving in Maryland tomorrow. For me, I don't think anyone will be driving. I think they don't want us to go out until Tuesday right now. So it's an emergency alert. Anyway, so did I answer your question about your book and getting speaking engagements? Did I answer your question? Okay, you don't have snow there. Where are you, Kimberly? All right. Nope, church is closed tomorrow too. Okay, Valencia, you're in D.C., right? I think you're in D.C., right? So you've got as much snow as I do as well. You're in Detroit. You're in Florida. Oh, Florida. Are you kidding? Florida. Did you have to say Florida? Really? Seriously? Seriously? Okay. I want to pitch to churches, right? So what you want to do is like take your book, give them a sample of what you've written, and let them see what's inside of your message, right? And if you can do a short video showing yourself speaking and send that to them also, along with a sample of what you want to talk about, what your message is, that's a great way. How you doing, Mia? You know I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. I need a couple strong people around here that can shovel. But yeah, we're doing awesome around here. You know, we've got 2.5 feet of snow. My little Shih Tzu, you know, he's an inside dog. He's not an outside dog, right? He's not used to snow like this. Are you kidding me? I'm like, hey, go outside and do your business. And he looked at me today and said, like, come on, get real. Like, I don't do this. Like, where's the pad? Where's the house pad? Okay. He's like, you kidding? You know, like, what? What are you talking about? Are there any questions for me? Do you guys have any questions for me? Like, we're talking tonight. I did pretty cool scopes tonight. I know. I did some pretty cool scopes tonight. The reason why you're stuck in your business and your life, right? That's pretty cool. I'm in Maryland, right? But see, the map is saying I'm in Africa because they probably think I'm in Antarctica because I have so much snow that the map is confused. That's why. All right. So I am actually in Maryland, and that's why the map says I'm in Africa because it really thinks I'm in Antarctica. Yeah, it's on the replay. It's really good, Valencia. Yeah, Africa. Is that wild, right? It's confused because there's so much snow. Who would know where I am? I can't even recognize my street myself. Okay. So that's why. That's exactly why. I get it, right? And Tawana said that to me earlier. Are you a single mother entrepreneur? I'm not, but I do work with a lot of moms who are single moms. Your car is covered. My car is too. My car is also. I'm not, but I work with a lot of moms who are entrepreneurs, and you can do it. And I work with a lot of moms who have single mom circumstances, like they're military moms, right? And so because of it, you know, or maybe their husband travels a lot for work, and they have to have systems in order to accomplish things in their business more consistently. And I think that's so important for us to understand as women that you can do it, you know, as a mom. And so often people say that being a mom, you can't do it all. I don't think you can do it all. I don't know if you even want to do it all at the same time. Sometimes you want to do it all, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes doing less well is doing it all, right? And sometimes getting it all knocked out is doing it all. So you get to define what that journey looks like, all right? So that's how I like to define it. And I don't believe anybody has, you know, gets to pick whatever it is that you want. What's the main reason of connecting with you? Most don't think married people are single parents too. Most don't think, okay. Well, I think you have to decide your main reason for connecting with me, but I'm Mia Redrick, so it's nice to meet you, okay? I'm a life and business coach. I support moms with life and business success mostly, and so people who work with me are looking for a life or business coach typically. They're investors, they're smart, they're sharp, they believe in self-investment. Maybe they got a great idea and they want to monetize it. Single mom, what's the best way to publish, distribute a book on I lost it. Are you moms? I can't see it. It went out too fast. Sorry, guys. You have to repost it, okay? So that's what I like to support people with. Thank you so much for putting that there, Julia. Because a spouse leaves for travel, the spouse is now parenting as a single parent. Absolutely. So I have a lot of clients, that's the case, that they're, okay. That I have a lot of clients who are dealing exactly with that. Are you moms qualified? I don't even know what that means. Okay. I think I did it. So this is maybe the fourth person I blocked. Okay. I'm proud of myself. Okay. Anyway, but I have a lot of moms who are their husbands work a lot, or they're military moms, right? And what they're looking to do is, are we blocking? Is that what we're doing? Okay. And what they're looking to do is, I know I did a great job, right? And what they're looking to do is get support, and they need systems, right, in their lives in order for them to be able to consistently be able to own their business and own their lives, right? So I just want to talk about that for a minute. Let me just take this minute to talk about sometimes when you have people who are distractions, what it really is about. See, a distraction is just that. It's a distraction. You get to choose for yourself the power that a person that brings distraction has in your life, right? And it can either be a source of it can be powerful, and or it can be like a negative thing, right? And so in my case, where I see it is that whenever people show up that way, what you have to understand and have compassion for is that, right, you gotta understand it's not for your good, right? And you gotta understand, right? No, you gotta understand that people who sometimes show up in a low vibration way, that's the best that they can do. They're just not part of your journey, but it doesn't make them wrong. It just means that they're not part of your story, okay? And that's what distractions are about. It's interesting because it's very obvious when you see them because they don't fit. It's like playing with a puzzle, right? No low vibes, we don't have time for it. So it's almost like, if you're dealing with people who are negative, right? You never meet somebody that's just trying to insult you. I actually had something like this happen to me recently. Who's trying to insult you, and the thing is, you don't even speak their language. Like, you didn't even know they were trying to insult you, because it's like you don't even see yourself that way. Like, you're like, who you talking to? You talking to me? Okay. I'm saying you talking to me? Okay, so if you're talking to me and I don't understand what you're saying, then you must not be talking to me. That's how I like to think of it. In that way, oh, I want to tell you guys this story. This is what happened to me recently. This is so deep. Right? So get this, right? So I was at a meeting, and a woman was insulting to me. All right. So she said something that she didn't have the right to say to me. So I don't want to get into the particulars of what it was, but what she said to me was entitlement at most. Okay. And thank you so much, right? Okay, all right, okay. Thank you, guys. We're going to sign off in a minute, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate your support. I thank you so much. But I want to tell you the story, okay? Did you crack in? No, I don't crack people in the face. Let me tell you what I do. I call out truth, right? So we're in a meeting, and she comes up to me, and she says something to me she's not in a position to say to me, all right? And I heard her. And I decided just in that moment that I wouldn't correct her, but I'd call her later, right? One-to-one, when it was just she and I. So when I called her, she wasn't expecting the phone call, right? And when I called her, she wasn't expecting the phone call, right? And so she said, hey Mia, whatever. And I said, hey, I wanted to call you. And I said, the reason I wanted to call you, I wanted to talk to you about your entitlement. And I said, and she was like, my entitlement? I said, yeah, I want to talk to you about your entitlement. See, when you called me the other day, no, I didn't give her a stabby set, right? I said, when you talked to me the other day, what I realized was that you felt entitled to be able to say those things to me, what you said to me. And I repeated back to her what she said. And I said, and you're not. You're not qualified to do that. And I want to tell you why, because I'm thinking that the only reason that you said what you said to me is because you don't understand, right? No, but right. I said, because you don't understand maybe what you said and the impact of what you said and the fact of what you said, how uninformed you are because you said it. But I want to break it down for you so that you understand and not communicate with anybody else in the future this way. All right. So she listened, right? No, and I was polite. Street justice is always the answer. You know what? Hey, I just want to help my neighbor. Because, see, I actually did her a favor because at the end of the day, you have to confirm and confront, and it establishes respect. And what I told her was that there is no way that I'm going to see you for the next couple of years, which I'm going to see her for the next couple of years, and know that you spoke to me in that way that you shouldn't have, and not tell you that it was inappropriate, and then call us community. Because that's not what community looks like to me. See, I just want to be clear. So, I broke it down, and she heard me, and, didn't raise my voice. I talked to her very much like this, right? And she heard what I said. You should have hired a hitman, you think? And she heard what I had to say, and I thought that it would help her because she just didn't know. She didn't understand who she was talking to, and she didn't understand that she was not entitled to do that, and that it was tender, it was informative. I wanted to inform her because had I been with my child and she said what she said to me, I would have felt very differently about my response to her because I would have had to inform my child that is a. But because I understood where she was coming from, it's called nice nasty, right? Because I understood where she was coming from, when I had to understand that there was a level of ignorance, right? and I needed to inform her. But I also needed to explain to her that her position was coming from a place of entitlement. So when people are rude to you sometimes, or they say things to you that they shouldn't say, like I told her, I said, what you said was actually, it was demeaning and was belittling. Is that what you meant? And she said, no, that's not what I meant. I know that's not really what she meant. That's what she said. And so I repeated it back to her, and now she has the opportunity to learn from it. And then I told her, I said, you know, and there's no love lost. Like, you know, I would not be being a friend. I wouldn't want you to, I wouldn't want to say something like you said, and that you not tell me also that it was offensive. And you thought it, you never told me, and that you saw me all the time. Like, that's not friendly. There's nothing cool about that. I think he meant to ask, did you make up, not out? Oh, he got blocked. So, see, there you go. Did you make up, not out? Yeah, I'm speaking the truth with love. Like, I'm not mad at you. I just have to inform you so that I won't be mad at you. Okay? So sometimes if you don't take the time to inform people about their ignorance, then there's no way to elevate the conversation and really build community. And I told her, I said, look, sometimes the best things that can happen is conflict, all right? Meaning sometimes we disagree, but in our disagreement, we can have an understanding or conversation that elevates, right, what's going on. They will become repeat offenders, right? Sometimes people don't take it the right way, right? Well, see, then that would be a whole different thing. But in her case, she did. She apologized. She said, I did not realize that. I had no idea, and she just didn't understand. Who is this responding from the Hack District? Tell me your name. Tell me your name, okay? She just didn't know. So you don't know what you don't know. And so Jason, I thought it was you, Jason. I thought it was you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. She just didn't know. And that was the thing. And I understood that. And I also wanted to make sure that she didn't approach someone else. And I did tell her, I like that, especially if I care or I'm invested in a friendship. If you take the time to talk it out, you get better results. You feel fulfilled. She understands. Good to see you too. Thank you. And she gets to understand what happened, right? And what wasn't cool. Because I don't believe that's where she started from. I don't think she meant to be insulting, demeaning, and belittling. But I do believe that that's her position, and she thought that she could do that. And she needed to understand that you can't do that. Actually, don't do that. Like, that's not cool to do that. It's insulting. It's rude. It is a critical conversation. It needed to be had, and I had it quickly. And then I told her it's just between us. And then when it's done, it's done. It's over. Like, I'm not mad about it. And she was cool with it too. And I think that was important, and it gave us both an opportunity to grow. Like, me, an opportunity not to let something fester, and her an opportunity to be able to understand the context of why behaving that way is not cool. And that's what I try to explain to my kids all the time, is that you got to speak truth to whatever's going on. Like, it might not be comfortable, but you just got to say it. Yes, you both can grow. Good one, Mia, right? I've learned that a long way, not telling the person up front. They said they did something off. Absolutely right. Truth is power. It might have to celebrate. Like, we're going to have to do the 600,000 party tomorrow, right? You have to be. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for you guys supporting, the 600,000. We'll hit it tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I just want to say thank you guys. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If you're going to be shoveling tomorrow, get your hot chocolate going before you do it, okay? So, you definitely need to, you need to be able to be honest with people and have a great conversation. And that's how I like to operate. I like to teach my kids that. My grandmother says, nip it in the bud. My mama say that too. My mother said, just tell like it is. Like, don't tell her how like you want it to be. Tell her how it is, And I wanted her to know in Maryland. I wanted her to know that I'm in Maryland in Africa, right? That's what it says on that map, right? So, my mother's always said that too. You got to tell people how it is, not like can't pretend, right? Okay. Are you Team Caribbean, Mia? Yeah, I'm hashtag Team Caribbean. I'm going to Trinidad in March 19th. We're doing a retreat. The time for my retreat is on March the 19th. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys come. Like, you should get a ticket and come. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I do a retreat every November here in Maryland also. It's great. Awesome event. I'm going to love Trinity. I haven't been, so I'm really excited about it. I'm going to tell Valencia, you got to come. I will post the link the next time I come on the scope. I'll post the link. It's a long link. It's like Trinidad and Tobago Time for Mommy is the link, right? Trinidad and Tobago Time for Mommy. You probably could Google it, all right? But do you think, oh, man, are you kidding? I don't even know. It's so late. I can't even remember that since college. When you said what your grand said, I thought, yeah, you thought so, right? Like, it's amazing you can eat. Sharks? Okay, yeah, and shark bakes, right? And shark and bake, right? Okay. All right, I have to go. I haven't been. I don't know. So I'll have to tell you how it is. I'll probably scope from there. But we're hosting an event. There are like 70 seats. Tickets just went on sale this week. Where can I find all of your scopes? At Mia_Redrick. Oh no, you can't find them there. I'm sorry. Mia_Redrick at catch, KATCH.me. KATCH.me, and then Mia_Redrick. The trolls are coming because of my location in Africa. Is that what it is? Okay. It's a shark sandwich. So good. Is it? I bet it is good. I'll try it. I'm game, I'm game. Okay, is that what it is? Is that what it is? Valencia? So I don't know, because I usually keep my location off. Okay, so I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your family's from Trinidad or elsewhere in the Caribbean. My family's not from Trinidad. I have a client, actually have a client in Tobago and a client in Trinidad, and we decided to host my event in Trinidad. My hat, what happened with the location, right? Okay, good night. Okay, good night, Sean. I'll see you soon. You're welcome, Kimberly. No, I'm not from Trinidad at all. I have 2 clients that are over there, decided to go over there and host an event. And so I'm excited. I had just done a keynote from my home right here in my office in Trinidad, maybe about 6 weeks ago. Yeah. Jason thinks all cool people are from the islands. See, Jason, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Jason, are you from the islands? I don't know where I'm from. I'm thinking, we think that that's what happened. We think that, oh, I thought your grand was West Indian, right? Right. No, why are you on here? I don't know. Why are you on here, right? Like, isn't that the question? Why are you on here? Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. I think that my grandfather might have been Jamaican, but we don't really have any proof of it other than his diet. But we don't have any proof, right? And I work like a Jamaican. My best friend's Jamaican, and we work like Jamaicans. You know what I mean, Jason? So that's kind of our running joke, right? So I want to thank you guys for your time. And I've enjoyed sharing with you guys tonight. This has been a long scope. It was actually 2 scopes in one. Did you like the quick block? See, I'm getting like really good with my blocking. Like I just learned how to do it about 3.5 weeks ago, how to block people. So now I'm really fast. Like, what'd you say? Like, okay. Anyway, I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I support moms with life and business success. You guys can always check me out at MiaRedrick.com. I will follow you. And make sure you check out my past scopes at catch.me, Mia_Redrick. Okay, there's some really cool ones there you'll love. Okay, nice to meet you guys. Me. Nice meeting you via scope. Yeah, nice meeting you too also. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Jason. Fist bump. Boom. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you, Julia, for everything. Yes, D. Okay, convinced that. Good ones. West Indians, okay. All right, perfect. All right, perfect.